Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. No.
He understood what you were doing.
Yeah! You relax, Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis.
Let Dennis enjoy.
Yeah.
Easy, fellas.
Too late to stop you. You've already got them all. Of course, when you get the time.
Again. Just...
Good one, Titus.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive. So am I. Now, how about you get the fuck out of my town? How many people have you...
Or send them to reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Rest assured, lawman. None worse than our guy. He got what...
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? Do you? That's for the courts in Les Jardins to do what you can.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
You don't have...
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Why not? Yap my ear off. Why? 'Cause he... So am I. We hanged him up.
Didn't they teach you?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Maybe wrap it up instead?
We hanged...
Didn't they teach?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Titus.
We overpowered.
Then we left.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up.
And fuck you.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Like what, Copper?
You don't have...
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last...
Known him? Yeah!
Quiet.
By the Pine Skull, you mean Joyce Messier?
No. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy?
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless. I am. He's
What kind of mercenary?
the kind that...
A live grenade.
I can't prove it. But I know he was wrong.
There's a slight unease in him, suddenly.
To kill us all.
Yeah. He said it was his favorite.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This could show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt?
What about him?
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who do you fucking think does? You keep him the fuck out of this.
When the shit starts spinning, it will not land on Mr. Clear. That's the deal here. The fix...
When Titus Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night...
How many people...
Or send them to reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here...
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? That's for the what you can.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that...
You don't have...
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
Known him? Yeah.
Quiet.
By the Pines.
No. Why don't you?
That's enough insinuation for today. You don't have.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
Known him? Yeah.
Quiet.
By the...
No. Why don't you?
That's enough insinuation for today.
Why? I am.
What kind of murder?
The kind that
A live grenade.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of...
Cause one night,
Really?
yeah, really.
We couldn't believe.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Wrong?
There's slight unease in him.
To kill us all.
Yeah,
He grabbed someone?
yeah. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle.
Aren't you
Yeah. Me and Eugene got around. Aren't you fucking listening?
No.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stone.
Why? 'Cause I am.
What kind of...
The kind that...
A live
I can't prove it, but I... Wrong?
There's slight
To kill us all.
Yeah,
He grabbed someone?
yeah. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt?
What about him? We hanged him.
Didn't they take?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Titus.
We overpowered it.
Then we left.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds.
No. Of course he's having.
Fuck off.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker.
With numbers, asshole.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
With numbers.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
No. Of course he's having.
Fuck off.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy.
And fuck you.
This one is a stone wall.
Like what, copper? About fucking time.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? Like I already told you, I'm a legal...
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. It's not strange, it's inconvenient. Who told you that? Fine, yeah, it looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
The door is closed. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape. He nods.
No problem, officer.
call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the company. You hear the same waiting. This button.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Silence. No, nothing happens after silence. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Looks like someone has. You wait for a minute. You ring the doorbell. All you hear is you ring the door. What an ominous name for a hair. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. All you hear is step. You ring the. What an ominous. Just seeing the words. You hear the same. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eye.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Fuck does Kuno care? Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Fuck no, pig. Kuno ain't deep.
He's not worried about prison. He's got to at least. We need to befriend him first.
The fuck about it? Your test.
Get lost!
Yeah? The kingdom. Look at that fucking shit. Fuck does Kuno.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in.
It's a trap, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno's.
It's always Kuno. Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Yeah? Kuno's in a.
Watch out, Kuno! Help! Pigs!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's the.
Escalate, Kuno!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason. You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead...
Pigs, pig!
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
No.
Kuno's just gonna beat the shit out of you again.
I told you not. Now, how about we...
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot. Steel, is it? 2. Standard work. 3. Hobnailed. 4. Standard work boot. 5. Another standard. 6. Light as air. Better late. 7. The glowing outline. 8. Another standard work.
7 sets of That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary? Interesting. Let's name it the odd sort. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Look,
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. A week, maybe?
it is not
I pulled last week's forecast.
correct again. Sub-zero temperatures.
200. This could be the combined weight of 2 people.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. You have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see? I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy boy. The one with his front teeth missing. Yes, well, he did look a bit like a rat, you're right. Do you think those prints belong to him? I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not. What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a
Indeed. They all...
So far, so good. Only
Of course, there were 8 tracks. But there are...
Which one is missing, do you think? I'm going to say it was our old soul. Yes, I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us who...
I'll die before I squeal. I come from the...
Don't be traumatized.
I'll die before I squeal. Murder. I'll die before I... What's this?
Get the fuck out.
So it's a girl.
I'll die before I...
There, he still is.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder.
Realizing he can't get out of it.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most No! That's insane. Nothing.
And what
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd. Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about all of them. I don't know. I told you all I know.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. All right. I scored. Let's cap me. It's a boring, very cool. I like your style. You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Practical, and yet it may deaden you.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100%.
These
are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super.
A rusting control panel. This panel, you pull the lever, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever. Wasn't there a sign over there? A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout. Everyone's a critic, man. So tell me, what do you need? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping she'd catch a break. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some mastermind evildoer. And I don't know where she is. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady.
Again, not a lie as far as you can tell.
A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. A youngish woman.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here.
Then she may have died.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't...
We can't just let it go. It's part...
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the
It won't come to that. We won't pursue...
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her.
She shared this...
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's snitching, man. I know what it is. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked.
Did this violent...
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay?
He's right. There are other options. The grey-haired woman. Maybe push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
I thought you were a different kind of cop. Here. Mallory's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. No. I don't know. She left them to me. Because she trusted me.
The other drivers would have to tow it.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden.
I bet you are. Nah. I need...
This screen found A to Z.
This is the one our man pointed to.
You push the key into the smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses, a metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a fold. It's an issue of Peripherique from last Wednesday. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine.
The Ulan frequency system?
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. Looks like the frequency.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. Looks like we are dealing with an doesn't look like it. It's
the smell of 1,000 cigarettes. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here. A hammer, but one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique, yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. Now we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? We should see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still These are movie posters featuring starlets from One of them particularly catches your eye. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? The actresses and the red clothes, the rust.
Great. I think we got everything.
The woman is still hunched over the rake.
Huh? What is it? Diamonds? Of course not. Whatever stupid things they... Is that all you wanted?
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found. So we don't do it. Honestly, I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter.
This means it's well funded.
I'm not sure what...
Listening in on...
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy...
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
As elegant as they are...
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically.
Meaning, someone as slippery as...
We should return to the murder case. There are more than enough. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. All the same, I don't like the debrief over.
Right to work! Right to work!
What's it to you? No, don't think we've met before. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Worked at Territorial. Uh-huh. It was a long...
Looking for something? Oh, God, man.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. What are you talking about, Matt? Or what?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about...
That's right. We're not talking. You're not cops here.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already...
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkie.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for... The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the...
The thought forms in your head, like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run...
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. Boo fucking who?
Yeah.
Theoretic.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
My answer is... fuck off.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
What in the name of...
But I don't want to give you my gun.
The fuck is happening?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Police job?
The pressure in the room grows.
Be careful, it's loaded.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
What are you doing?
Genuine.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
We'll solve the case. Look at me.
Yeah.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
He's not gonna off himself.
No. He'll do it.
Kisses, kisses, kisses.
Fellas, the cop is really threatening to...
No, that is not what is happening. These show...
What in the name...
The fuck is he?
Nothing. Give me the gun. Thank you. Nothing to...
Dark?
I knew he was.
No. I still have my money on him. Sooner or later, he has that look.
Do not think you're failed.
Again, it was a dark joke. Maybe we should go for a little walk, Joker?
Yes. Get the serotonin running. Keeps those bad thoughts away.
Again. About fucking time. It's you again. What is it? Again. About...
What in the name of hell was that supposed to be? A theatrical suicide attempt. We need to talk about it. Yes, well, I understand you. We can't have RCM officers going around putting guns in their mouths. We can't afford to have that image. Few institutions can. Good.
Can I help you?
I've got nothing to say to you. I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything.
Even a mod?
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International. The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. She is not amused.
Yes? Help me? No,
She doesn't read. Is she such a working class woman?
not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even though it is. I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
What with?
What with? I locked her by carrying things?
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now?
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but... No. Why are we still talking about...
Kids are always going missing. Weak, pathetic.
No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman? Or they are not
You know where they are. They're at home.
What? That's just... They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age... My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next... Why do you need to know this? Haven't I...
Did someone say party? You could use a party. Hunt it down.
There is no investigation here. I don't mean to...
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when...
I don't even have a cockatoo. Even if I had... Great. Wonderful.
Her hands move over the book covers. The woman before...
Hello again, sir. I do my studies at home at the moment. Mum says it's
There is stress.
Mum says it's cursed in the way that makes them say exactly. But they shouldn't be, but they seem real. Of course, sir. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of a...
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
And it's... You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. What's that mean? And everything's better now, sir? That's great, sir. Ted?
No, you're...
No, he's wicked like you, sir. Of course. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks up. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little. She brings out her red...
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not. There she stands. There's something you're missing. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in the... You've been running around. Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, I can see.
Party eyes. Yes.
I'm not surprised.
You know, like...
The swiveling... Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir. Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. No, sir. She's a working woman. I think she is a bad husband. not very nice or helpful. Oh, King. I think that's why.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? That's so cool. It's the type of... Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. These are not very... Well, maybe then it's... It happens. Those are unhappy books. For most of... Maybe some about other books.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. That would give...
In any case, it's a relief to...
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation.
Of course, detectives. I wouldn't normally break protocol.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy... Absolutely not.
Who are they, exactly?
CANAL. They wear ceramic armor, have...
So, what happened?
The story is, he was taken out behind the whirling in rags. And Lynn, nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an
What is the nature of this?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of...
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
Surely you're joking. These people, if you don't pin...
The debarders have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade? These men, as I said, a bloodbath. It doesn't have to be like this. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. If you mean did I see him alive? Yes, Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad one is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis de Paul.
What would you say was his eye color?
She closes her.
I can't remember.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small...
That's all right, man.
He was 40.
What else? Nationality?
He was, in a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the... They've gone to ground, as it were. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that...
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting, the other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe,
Of course it bothers me.
your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
That would afford a good vantage point.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a shortwave at the ship's wheel. I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know.
They don't report their progress.
Not on this matter. It's a matter of days, not weeks. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. The remaining contractors. Their tribute that the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit.
The lieutenant consults his...
Odd. We haven't heard any reports.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, not much. Their public resume is They boast a long list of clients, sans-petit.
Meaning they're used.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Sadly, no. If you still have access to the IC...
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I have. And they will. However, these orders... Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war.
Since you are sharing that...
Then we're on the same page. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. This... reality... Ah.
Don't be phased, madame.
We may be here a while then.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay? 6 kilometers to his left. Yes, we always do.
You? Preciso nothing more,
Yes, we are the Revachol City. We are.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetic. Permit me to conclude with... And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality? Glad to have been of assistance. More lessons in basic Glad to have been of assistance.